So here's another question for you. Are you doing enough to protect your online information?
Well, our partners at CNET have put together a security checklist you can follow to safeguard against hackers. So, Dan, we've all been told a million times to set up these very complex passwords. And in fact, I was watching that Citizen 4 documentary with Edward Snowden, and he had on like that. He put the blanket over his head as he was typing his passwords in. So what are some of these things that we should keep in mind?
Yeah, I tried for years to get away from it. I finally had to admit you really do need to have a different kind of complicated password for everything, especially because a lot
different
of the
ones
sites,
for every site.
I tried to avoid it for years. I said, no, it can't be true. But eventually I broke down and said, you know, I really need a different password for everything. Because you use the same username for a lot of things. It's usually your email address, so that's half the key right there. And then if someone has your password for one site, then they can just try it on every site imaginable, and they'll probably get a few hits out of it.
So you're recommending the two-factor authorization. What is that exactly?
That's another great way to do it, and that's just, you usually have your phone with you. It's like your wallet. It's very personal. So you go to a website, you type in your username, you type in your password, and then you get a little text message on your phone that gives you a little 4-digit extra code that's unique just for that one session, and you go and type that in. So it's like a double password that's tied into your phone, and hopefully you're going to keep your phone on you and keep it locked.
So let's talk about online shopping. I've actually had, I think we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago, I've had my credit card hacked many, many times. And I don't know if it's from shopping or if it's from, ATM hacks, but what are some of the things people can do when they're going on Amazon and some of these other places?
Yeah, it's almost a rite of passage now to have your credit card and your debit card hacked. You could restrict yourselves to sites that you trust fairly well, like Amazon, things that you know. I would avoid trying to give these sites things like my date of birth or my social security number. They don't really need this kind of information, and that's extra data that people can use to kind of figure out all your stuff and get access to your accounts.
All right, Dan Ackerman with News You Can Use. Thanks so much, Dan.
Thanks, guys.